Hi everyone, and welcome to the DB30SportsTV Viewers Awards for the 2021-2022 season. Let's get straight into this, starting with your favourite Gateshead video. And in third place, you went for the 4-3 win that we obtained away at Farsley Celtic in mid-December. Obviously, we were 3-1 down in that game, but managed to come back and win 4-3, scoring in the last minute. Really was a hell of a day, and just showed what this team was all about. Like, tremendous team spirit and never knowing when they were beaten. Let's have a look now at the winning goal from that day.
We're pushing for a winner here. They're sort of looking to hit us on the break.
Oh! Yeah! Yes! 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 Come on! Yes!
And in second place was the 3-2 win away to Altrincham in the FA Cup, which is a video that made it into my personal top 3 videos for the season. It's made it into your top 3 for Gateshead videos this time around. It's little you can debate about it. Really, just everything about the night was just unreal, wasn't it? Then obviously Langstaff's winner at the end. Obviously we watched the half-time clip in the last video. Now let's just watch the Langstaff winner again.
4 minutes of added time. The way it's been for me at the minute, like, something's bound to happen in these next 4 minutes.
Come on!
If not, it's extra time.
Yeah!
And the winner is the 2-2 draw away to Chorley, which is, of course, the game in which we were confirmed as National League North champions. Just a truly unbelievable day, wasn't it? Us all on the pitch celebrating at full time and things like that. I know I did like a 10-minute speech the day after because obviously I had to have a bit of time to just come around and all that. But yeah, absolutely incredible, wasn't it? Let's have a look now at the goal that put us 2-1 ahead, then some of the scenes at full time.
Come on!
You could do a good job in the Northern League. Go to see him.
Oh! Oh! Yeah! 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 Yes! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Come on, son! Come on! Yes! Come on! We are going out! We are going out! Say we are going out! We are going out! Say we are going out! We are going out! Say we are going out! We are going.
So next category is best general videos, basically non-Gateshead videos. And in third place, you went for the North Yorkshire derby between Whitby Town and Scarborough Athletic. Now, this also made my top 3 for my personal choice of videos, and I think mine finished third as well, didn't it? I felt personally that night it was a decent standard of video, and it's probably shown that it has made it into both top 3s. Let's look now at once again at the first goal from that night and the handbags that came in between the first and the second goals.
So a few so we're kicking off now. Bit of a flying challenge. It's turned into a proper derby, this.
So in second place, you went for my game that I did in Switzerland, the Servette 2 Lugano 2 game. Yeah, as well, I thought it was I mean, weirdly enough, it's not really got a great deal of views, but I think overall, I do think it probably was one of my better videos, and could so easily have made it into my top 3, but it has made it into this one, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the novelty of it being a game abroad, or the fact that Servette kept playing Hawaii 5-0 each time they scored, or even like the atmosphere in that stand, like the pyros and the flag displays and that. But anyway, let's have a look now at Hawaii 5-0 being played after Servette scored, and some of the atmosphere as well. And your winner by quite a fair distance, it's safe to say, for this category is the National League North playoff final, in which York City beat Boston United 2-0. Of course, my most viewed video on the channel, which may have had quite a bit of a bearing on it, but all the same, yeah, it's probably, when I think of it now, probably was a fairly okay video, I suppose, and it brought the views in, brought a bit more attention to my channel, which can only be a good thing, and it is, of course, this year's winner. Let's have a look now at the winning goal, with a goal that sealed the game from that day. So the next category is favourite featured ground, and in third place you went for York City's LNER Community Stadium. Now, I'm aware that I've now gained a batch of York fans that follow me, like, for my channel and throughout social media, etc. So it's maybe no surprise that they have been included, and I think in terms of the LNER Community Stadium, it's just the away end I'm not overly keen on, really. I mean, the rest of it I've not really got much of an axe to grind with. So that is your third place for this season, and let's have a look back at some of the shots that I got off the ground. In second place, you've gone for Blythe Spartans. Now, yeah, does pain me to say that a little bit as a Gateshead fan, but I'm not gonna lie though, there is one thing I do actually envy about that club. It is the ground. I think it's really, like, the layout of it, etc. I do think it is a really good non-league setup, so I can see why it's probably been included in here. Just a little bit of a shame about the team that plays there. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the shots I got at the ground. And the winner is Gateshead. Now, it's obvious that a lot of my audience are Gateshead fans, because otherwise there is no way in a million years that Gateshead would win a contest for best ground, is there? But I mean, don't get me wrong, the International Stadium probably does get a lot more stick than it actually deserves, in my opinion. I mean, I've always said that in the Tyne Weir stand, if you got the sort of view in the Tyne Weir stand, you got a Premier League game, you'd be pretty happy with it. So just go off that, really. And if I'm honest with you, at some grounds where you're, like, quite close to the pitch, etc., it's maybe sometimes hard to sort of see everything that's going on, but you never have that problem at the International Stadium. But all the same, it's pretty clear that there is a lot of Gateshead fans voting. But just heads up, this category will be changing next year and be made exclusively for grounds that I haven't previously visited in a previous season on the channel. So obviously there's no chance of this year's top 3 being next year's top 3, but yeah, Gateshead are the winners for this year. Let's have a look at some of the shots of the ground. This next category is team of the season, and to be entered into this, they have to have featured and won more than once on the channel. And in third place, you went for Scarborough Athletic. Now, this is a team that in the first half of the season I had a lot to criticise about, and probably a lot of my criticism of them was fairly justified, but they really did turn it around in the second half of the season. Obviously, they were eventually promoted and won the North Ryan Senior Cup, the final of which we did see on a channel. So Scarborough are this year's third place team. Now let's have a look back now at their third goal from the North Ryan Senior Cup final. In second place, it is AFC Fylde. Now, it is a bit painful having to include this club in this category, but whenever we saw them on the channel, at the end of the day, they won all the games and didn't even concede a single goal, so I had to put them in. Obviously, 3 wins against Gateshead as well, which wasn't great, but I mean, in the end, we lost the battles, but we won the war against them, so doesn't really mean anything now. But anyway, that is your second place team for this year, and let's have a look now at one of the goals they scored in their home league game against Gateshead, which to be fair was an absolute cracker. And your winners for this year's team of the season by an absolute landslide are obviously Gateshead again. Yeah, this was like some of the votes were relatively close. This was not one of them by any stretch. Like obviously, an overwhelming majority of the votes were for Gateshead, and to be fair, you can understand why. Like as I said in the previous video, in my awards, league champions and cup run says it all. So yeah, Gateshead are perhaps deservedly this year's winners. And let's have a look now at possibly my favourite Gateshead goal for this season. Next category is game of the season, and in third place you went for the Wynyard Village 3, Bishop Auckland Reserves 2. Obviously this ended up winning my game of the season, but it has made it into the top 3 for yours as well. Just an all-round bizarre night, and let's have a little bit of a recap of it.
Well, that's probably May goal of the month right now. Chance. Game on.
What do you say?
Oh! It's in! Can you believe this? Oh, it's in! Unbelievable.
In second place with its second mention of the video is Farsley Celtic 3, Gateshead 4. Yeah, again, just an unbelievable game of football, which, as I said earlier, totally epitomised the character of this Gateshead team. Let's have a look at how the scoring unfolded that day.
Come on!
That's ridiculous.
Come on, Choppy.
Hi, Children, lad!
Get the fucking piss, ref!
We are pushing for a winner here. They're sort of looking to hit us on the break.
Yes! 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 Come on! Yes!
And the winner is Gateshead 4, Darlington 2 from Easter Monday. This was a relatively straightforward win for it. Obviously not quite as drastic as the team in the season, but yeah, obviously a clear favourite among the viewers. And I think what it was, obviously the Gates had been 2-0 down at half time. I went absolutely off it about the first half performance, which at the time I felt I was within my rights to do, but obviously in the second half Gates had went and made me look like a total tit. But you know what, I'm alright with that, because it was a massively vital win, and yeah, like you could maybe argue in a way that that game could be seen as what maybe won us the league. So yeah, let's have a look back at the tail of the scoring from that day.
Oh, yes.
So now the final category is your favourite on-screen moment, and in third place it is when I was describing like me basically having to be VAR at Wynyard Village versus the Bishop Auckland 11, when obviously we had the drama with the disallowed goal, etc. Let's now look at that disallowed goal and me explaining what role I had to play at half time.
Goal speed. Oh!
Which year was that? Oh, it's gone in! Oh, there's controversy here. What's going on here?
Yeah, he's giving it. But you have to be winning.
You don't get this kind of drama on Sky Sports. And it's not been given.
What? Hold on. No way. He's blowing that, hasn't he?
Oh, he's still at it.
Hang on, wait. Imagine it's come training now.
So I know it's extremely rare that I do this part of the video after the game's finished, but at half-time it was Wynyard Village 0, the Bishop Auckland development side 1, and the reason I'm doing it now is because I really didn't get a chance to do a semi-decent one at half-time because obviously with the controversy surrounding the disallowed goal, I was getting absolutely swamped by players and club officials from Bishop Swans. They realised that I had the video evidence, and at that point they started screaming over to the referee that that there was video evidence, and then the referee decided to call me over and to let him have a look at it, and yeah, and once he'd seen it, he admitted to me that he had made a mistake, but obviously because he'd blown for half-time and a half was over, and that he couldn't have gone back and changed it, and it just makes you wonder if the Bishop's players had realised that I had that footage. Okay, so in second place you went for the full-time scenes at Chorley. Yeah, like, though I think as I said in that video, the pictures at full-time could describe more than any words ever could, and that was certainly the case. It was just a truly magical time, wasn't it? So yeah, there's no sort of debate about that being in your top three. So let's once again look at when the final whistle went and me running towards all the celebrations.
Yeah! Yeah! Son, come on! Yes! Come on!
And at number one, well, it has stolen the show this year, and it was soy sauce. Let's just put it that way. Now, one of my most frequently asked questions is, what is the soy sauce thing all about? And honestly, there is zero logic or explanation behind it, but it was just something that was said as a bit of a joke at Darlington after Christmas when I was doing a bit of filming. It's just sort of been a bit of a thing ever since. Every time I'm filming, if no one wants a set piece or whatever, they'll just, like, my mate who sits next to us will start saying soy sauce, and it got to a point where quite a few more joined in. So yeah, and to be fair, it's probably become the catchphrase of the channel, really, hasn't it? So yeah, let's have a look back at some of the soy saucery.
Soy sauce.
I just don't think you understand.
Soy sauce. Soy sauce.
I've been speaking to my names in this video now.
Soy sauce.
So that wasn't the final category. We now move on to goal of the season, which is the final category. And in third place, you went for this.
Right, go on. Give me! Go on, Adam. Go on! Yes! What a strike that is! Get in! Come on!
So fine strike there in the January goal of the month winner from Adam Campbell for Gateshead away at Bradford Park Avenue. Cut inside, curl it into the corner, like just a familiar story all season, wasn't it, really? Well, certainly the second half of the season, we seemed to do that on a bit of a regular basis, and that was a bit of a catalyst of things to come, but a great strike all the same. And your runner-up for this season is this. Some more Gateshead involvement, and this time it was the volley from Robbie Tinkler against Gloucester City, which won the September goal of the month. There could be no arguments about that winning goal of the month for September, and as a result of that, it went all the way to second place in the overall competition for this season. But your winner for the 2021-22 goal of the season is this.
Oh, what a hit! Wow.
Winner on my personal awards and winner on your awards as well. It was the Brian Johnson strike for Jarrow versus Bowling Community Association. Obviously Jarrow lost on the night, but truly memorable goal all the same. And it is the second year in a row that the wild card that I drafted in has ended up winning goal of the season. And second year in a row where the goal of the season was scored by a team that lost their particular match. Obviously, it's not quite as dramatic, not quite as much of a thumping as Northallerton got in their match when they won it. But yeah, the worthy winner of goal of the season, in my opinion, and was never not going to get drafted in as my wild card. But that is that, and that is that for the 2021-22 season. It's been a hell of a ride, hasn't it? But that is that, and I will now be taking a couple of weeks break from doing videos, and I might be back on Sunday the 26th of June with the Newcastle Thunder against Workington Town Rugby League game. But if not, then I will be back either on Tuesday the 28th or Wednesday the 29th of June with my 2022-23 season preview. So then I'll be starting up again on Saturday the 2nd of July. But yeah, it's, as I say, it's been great. And obviously in that video for the preview, you'll get the new intro for next season as well. Just need to start working on that in the next couple of weeks or so. But yeah, until next season now, take care, and I will see you later.